today. My name is Sakshi, and I work with Infosys. I have close to 5+ years of experience in the talent acquisition overall hiring system. And I have been hiring people from the freshers to the lateral, which are like close to 20+ years of experience in the different countries. Apart from having experience in the India market, I'm expert hiring people in Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, Australia, Japan, and the list goes on. So I have been majorly taking care of APAC region with Infosys. And today, I would like to thank you, Ruchika, for overall coordination and inviting me here. I really wish that I could add some value to all the students and the other stakeholders with this session. So, soft skills. Can I please request to have that presentation on the screen? Can we have that? Right. Can we move to second slide, please? Great. Thank you so much. Soft skills. Why do they matter in your professional life? I would say they are not just they does not matter in your professional life, but they have importance in your personal life as well. Soft skills are traits which includes your interpersonal people skills, communication skills, listening skills, and time management. Soft skills are something that nobody can taught you until we want to learn it. These are some traits that we carry from our childhood to our at our college, at our professional level as well. These are some skills that nobody asks directly to have, and there are no certain parameters to check or measure anybody's soft skills. Soft skills are more of situational based. Suppose if there are one situation and there are 5 people, and how what is their perspective toward that situation. Some people will point out the problems, right? The other person will work on the solutions. The next person will work on the planning. So it's more of about the perspective or how you perceive. Now, why soft skills are so much in demand, why they matters that much in your while your selection process, while hiring, or while getting on any job. And soft skills are not something that really matters at the age at the initial level of your career. They are skills that gradually matters a lot when you move on in your career. So these are the skill sets that you need to possess with yourself, and with gradually you get command on it. So first question is, why do they matter in your professional life? If we talk about today, we have a lot of students here, right? And we all want to work with really good MNCs, really good companies, right? In such time, why they really matter? Nobody asked in the JD, or nobody preferred that. Nobody can judge as well, like what are the soft skills. Suppose like I'm a polite communicator, right? But the other person is a little aggressive communicator. So is it wrong? No, this is not wrong. It's about how you perceive it, how you keep your point of view, how you present yourself, right? So in short, if I like to conclude why they matter in your professional life, because they have a majority of impact in your professional life. Soft skills play major role. So yes, they are very, very important. And can we please move to next slide? Soft skills, an essential ingredient for success. Why it is so? There have been a lot of researchers, and the data has shown that hiring managers, founders, top management need people who possess soft skills. Doesn't matter how good you are with your work, doesn't matter how well uh, skilled you are, doesn't matter how good you can deliver the projects or hard skills, but if you don't have softer skills, yes, you would not lead to an extent in your career, right? So yes, softer skills are an essential ingredient for success, because the weightage of softer skills is really, really huge. And in the upcoming slides, definitely we are going to talk in detail that how that really matters, right? Can we have next slide? If a person is not a soft skill, what can happen? So, as a professional, as an expert in this hiring process, what I can say is, like, if a candidate does not have soft skills, definitely we do not proceed with them. Even if we have hired somebody and gradually we understand the person is not possessing soft skills, or he's not cooperative, or she's not understanding, or she's not she's not a good team player, then yes, you may not accept, in your professional circle. If we just talk about the professional aspect, then yes, it is going to damage a lot, it is going to hamper. You may become an individual contributor, but you cannot be a team player. And doesn't matter at what stage you are working, at senior position or junior position. If you are not a people person, if you don't know how to coordinate with your team, then definitely it is not going to help you. So it is very important that we understand at a very early age that why these soft skills are important, why we really need to start working on it in the initial stage, from your school time, from your college time. That is the best time to integrate with such values that gradually down the line they help you, right? So, if I talk about the major disadvantage of not having a soft skills or not working on soft skills, like you may get criticism because of your attitude, because of your behavior issues with your team, because of your perception, because you're not a problem solver. You gradually you become a problem creator, right? And of course with that people compromise with your respect and dignity as well, right? Your job and your work become very challenging when you don't have softer skills, right? For an example, right, I need a help in Delhi, right? And I do have a group of people, but I'm only coordinating with them when I'm in need, right? So just answer yourself, will I get the appropriate help? Will I get the appropriate response from those people? Because I know everybody from last like 1 year, 2 year, but I'm only speaking to them, I'm only talking to them when it is about my work, right? So just think yourself, would anybody will help? Would you like to help me in such scenario? Definitely the answer is no. Nobody will help you if you just reach out to them when it's about your profit, when it's about your advantage, right? So that is one thing, that a soft skill is also very similar or complement your relationship building, your relationship with other people in your professional circle, in your personal circle, as well as in your social circle as well, right? So that is something that really matters. So you need to have such kind of connect, that either once in a month, or there should be a particular number when consciously you're talking to people, when you're consciously checking on you, on them, that how they are doing, right? When you will need help, everybody is going to support you, everybody is going to help you. That is also comes under the soft skill, right? Can I please have next slide? Bad hires usually lag. So a lot of times, we also make mistake as a recruiter, as a hiring manager, right? Sometimes we as I already told you, soft skills are something that cannot be 100% measure, right? These are mostly situational based, right? These are mostly that how you respond or react on particular situation. So these are the skills. Sometimes we also make mistakes, right? Suppose I hire 5%, right? And out of two, out of three are really good, they are doing good, they are good with their skills as well. Maybe they are not that good technically strong, but they are really good with their soft skills. So soft skills weightage will always be more than hard skills. Why? Because when you have soft skills, you're very polite, you're very acceptable, you absorb information, you respect others, you try to collaborate, you try to learn more, right? So that is the thing, that a lot of times we also make mistake, because either it's a combination of soft and hard skills. Either people have only possess hard skill and they do not care about what their team are doing, they do not care about the social obligations, they do not care or respect the professional circle, right? So in such cases, yes, if we talk about the overall percentage, then 89% recruiters or hiring managers have come up that yes, we made a wrong hire, and that is because of the lacking soft skills. So that is also a very important figure. If I talk about in terms of data, then yes, that has really strong impact. So why I'm sharing this data with you? Because an individual can be wrong, I might be wrong to an extent, right? But data is something based on the collective feedback of multiple people, multiple stakeholders, that cannot go wrong. So that's how I like to talk about on the basis of data. So one of the reputed research has come up with this, that 89% says bad hires typically lack soft skills. Can we please move to next slide? Hard skills versus soft skills. So a lot of people have confusion. What are soft skills? What are hard skills, right? I'm very good with this particular Java language, or I'm very good with my work, right? So we think that yes, we perform good, we are good. So we are a complete portfolio, or we are a complete personality. But the truth is, if you do not possess soft skills, the weightage of hard skills are gonna down, it is going to decrease. You may be good with a foreign language, but if you don't know how to be a good communicator, how to be an active listener, that is not gonna help, right? Ultimately, why? Because in every stream, be it about teaching, doctor, engineering, law, any stream, take it any stream, ultimately the end user is human. So we cannot take them for granted. And when it's about human, it is all associated with feelings, right? We get happy, we get angry. So a lot of people have that misconception that work life balance, right? You cannot be a different person at your work and at your home. Of course, at our home we are more comfortable, but basic will remain same, right? This is not something that at my workplace I become suddenly a different person. No, whatever my attitude, whatever my habits, that is definitely gonna reflect at my work as well. Because most of the time in our life, if somebody is working, they spend time with their professional circle. So it is very important to understand how we are behaving with our colleagues, how we are, what is our mindset, how we are perceiving things, right? So hard skills are um, uh, getting expertise on any language, being a mechanical engineer or any stream of engineering, getting expertise in any kind of profession, be it law, accountant, CA, CS, police, anything. These all are professions. These all, you possess hard skills. You may be exceptionally good with it. Sometimes it happens, in our class, we always have a topper, right? But that person is out of the league, not because, okay, so or she has perception because, I know everything, right? So when you think that you know everything, that is a time from where your progress will decrease. Maybe in college, maybe in school, you may do wonder, but in corporate life, no, that is not gonna work. You may be super intelligent, but if you don't know how to behave with your team, with your colleagues, that is definitely gonna hamper your progress. You are definitely, you can become an individual a contributor, but not a team leader. You would not be given big responsibilities, because when it's about big responsibilities, there is a larger team. There are people. Ultimately, it's about people, it's about the stakeholders, right? So that is definitely gonna hamper. So guys, this is like my request to every student, every, even the stakeholders and other dignitaries. Please assess your soft skills. They are irrespective of age, irrespective of your designation, right? You may hold a very senior position, but if your tone of talking, if your tone of communication is not friendly, your staff is going to get little scared, or they might not come up with the new ideas. You may diminish their creativity, right? So open communication, flexibility is very, very important, right? Can we please move to next slide? It's important, it's more important to hire for softer skills, right? So what does hiring manager says? What are the data? What is the key to get a dream job in multiple, in MNC or in a corporate or in a bigger companies, right? A lot of people are very good with their professional academics. They may be good with their professional experience, but when it comes to their final round of interview, right, they lag. You may pass out or written, you may clear the written exam, but when it comes to interview, you're not able to face it. Why? Because you're lacking soft skills. Soft skill, please understand, do not take it wrong. Soft skills does not mean that you have to be very polite, you have to be, you have to be yes boss type person. No, soft skills means it's a combination of multiple skills. It's a combination of your, how you're keeping your perspective, how you're keeping your point on the other, with other people, how you're representing yourself, your overall personality, your language, your communication skills. These all comes under these soft skills. Nobody will ask directly, but everybody looks for such a skills. So yes, 92% hiring managers, top industries, companies says that soft skills are much more matter than hard skills. We really look forward to hire people who may be average but have great learning ability, great soft skills. Soft skills are like flexibility, time management, punctuality, respect towards each other times, right? So these are some parameters of softer skills. Can we please move to next slide? Right. So, of course, Harvard and Stanford universities are like the best universities in across the globe, right? So I may be wrong. Maybe some data could be wrong, right? But according to their search, they says that your career success is depend on your soft skills. 85% weightage is on soft skills. I'm again saying, when you see that the, a person with average knowledge, average degree, average performance promote to the senior position, right? A lot of people feel envy. Why it is happening? I'm more deserving. I know better than him. You may be skilled at your technical work, but you are not good with your softer skills. You're not good. You're not a good team leader. You could be a good team player. You can work 15 hours in a day, right? But you don't have those assets or those skills that you can coordinate with 10 people and get the job done without much hiccups. So that is the one reason that, sometimes we feel why my colleague has promoted and he's not that deserving, but I am, right? But those who are leader, they know what they are choosing, right? And yes, so that's how, like, it is. Most of the majority of your career is dependent on the softer skills. So guys, it is very important that you start building those skills from now. The early it is going to help you much better. Can we please move to next slide? Okay, now soft skills. We have been hearing so much about the soft skills, right? What are those soft skills? What exactly it is, right? Nobody writes in the JD that you should have common sense, right? We never write all these things, right? You should be empathic. You should be ambition. You should be friendly. We never write all these things. Yet we value these things, yet we want people to possess these skill sets, right? So this is what, like, we are looking for. And if I talk about the most valued soft skills, it may vary from profession to profession, but I would like to reiterate. First is your confidence. Now a lot of people come up, ma'am, I'm not confident enough, right, to face any interview. Why? How do we build confidence, right? Let me tell you, why you lack confidence, because you have less information about the subject matter. Today your accent may be bad, right? But you know how to speak English or any language, you will be confident, right? So you need to give yourself such atmosphere, environment, then you can learn more about those things. So that is first thing, confidence one has to build by themselves. Do not think about what others are going to think, because please understand, we have a very little presence in this universe, right? We think that people are going to think about ourselves, right? But everybody is so much indulged in their life. They may notice you for a second, for a minute, but not more than that. Our presence is very, very tiny on this universe, right? So follow your heart. Whatever your panic, face it, do those things, right? It is very, very important to build your confidence, right? Earning a lakh rupees of salary will not give you confidence. Please understand, guys. Life is more about that. So building confidence is comes up with your pursuing your passion, pursuing your dreams, pursuing your profession as well, right? These all activities will boost your confidence. Having a healthy social circle, we do not realize how important it is to spend time with your college friends. It is very important. After 5 years you will understand the best relations in life which you will carry, they will be from your school and college timings, and a few will from your company colleagues as well. I have lot of, so I cannot say like in industry or corporate you cannot have good relations. I have couple of really, really amazing friends, right? So yeah, I can vouch for that. It's all about how what's your attitude. Time management, right? A lot of people think if you're coming late in the party, late in the meeting, you're going to be valued. Please understand that it's a misconception. If you're not going to respect others time, definitely you're not respecting your timelines, you're not respecting others timeline, nobody will respect you. It's a very clear cut thing. So please reach or join sessions on time. Come if you're even the best form is like if you're going to plan to meet your friend, respect time. Once you will start setting those boundaries, others will always also respect. Self management skills, it again it is very related to below these two qualities. Friendliness and manners, yes, there has to be some basic etiquettes, manners, gestures which a person, be it a girl or a boy, should definitely follow. So friendliness is like you should not be very judgmental. If somebody is doing that, this, don't be become a part of gossiping. It is never going to land you in a good place. Ambitions, of course, it varies person to person. Some wants to get married, settle, some wants to earn a lakh or 2 lakh rupees of salary, some wants to contribute in the society. So it totally varies what you want to do it. Like, I like to take sessions, I like to interact with the students along with my job, which I do. That is something that I really really feel good, right? Because I'm contributing, I'm giving back to the society, to the students fraternity. So that is something that I like. So find out what is your ambition apart from making money, having a lucrative job in MNCs, right? Focus is very important. Why? Because without focus, you would nobody can do anything. Very important. Common sense, yes. Nowadays, common sense is not that common, which is very very important. So please be common sense is something that where again varies from person to person, but a very very necessary or mandatory skill which people anybody should have in personal and professional life. Situational awareness. One rule cannot be applicable to everybody, right? So you have to understand that one rule is not applicable for everybody. Every human is different. Even in professional life, yes, we do have a structure, but every individual perform differently. Respect for that. Next is enthusiasm and optimism. You have to be very optimistic, right? You cannot talk negative. You cannot just see the empty glass, right? You have your perspective should be. Uh, Please, it's my advice to everybody. There are ways to look problems in life, in your personal life and professional life both, and that is gonna help everybody in a longer run. Be a solution seeker, right? If somebody comes up with problem even at your home, at your college, at your anybody, become a solution seeker. Do not crib about n numbers of problems. Yes, to assess a situation you can talk about the challenges, but don't crib or cry about the problems. There are always ways to get out of any tough situation, right? So always become a solution seeker, not a problem creator, in personal life and professional life. Empathy, yes, we all are human. So people can say as much as they want to be practical, rationality, professionalism, all these words. Yes, it is all good, but ultimately, your boss, my boss, everybody, our clients, everybody is human. So you have to deal them in that way. That is going to help. Can we please move to next slide? For these are the following important skills. Your leadership quality, again what we have discussed in the last slide. Those are going to reflect your those are going to reflect your abilities. And leadership is a collective mixture of all these soft skills. It's altogether a different chapter, which is very important. Motivation, you could be two type of person. Anybody can be two type of person. So if somebody comes to you with a problem, either you can demotivate, oh please don't do that, you will fall in a trap, this and that. That's like demoting somebody. And motivation, it is something you have an optimistic approach, which is going to help everybody. So these are something that we should inculcate in our habits, right? If these are not your habits, trust me, neither you can put these you cannot practice these skills in your professional life if you're not implementing in your personal life. Communication skills, a lot of people have misunderstanding. Having a knowledge of great English, command of overall accent, grammar, if you have, you are a good communication speaker. No, that's absolutely wrong. A communication means if I'm able to deliver the message successfully, maybe with my gestures, maybe with my with words, with sentences, yes, the communication is getting done, it is clearing. I have been working with multiple companies, multiple cities, countries. They are not good with English, right? So I have to use that tutti frutti English, right? Because their primary language is something else. We Indian, a lot of people feel very they lack confidence because they think their accent is not good. they are not able to speak proper English, right? Because of that, a lot of students have complexity issues, inferior complexity, right? Please do not feel. Those people are very respectful towards their accent, because accent comes with your mother language. If somebody is living in South, they have different accent. Somebody is Gujarati, they have different accent. Do not feel unconfident because of it. Communication skills means I could able to uh, I could able to deliver the message as smoothly as I can. So define your own personality. English is a foreign language. Nobody is expert here. So do not, undermine yourself because of it. Conflict management is whenever any problem is coming to you, how you are managing it. That comes into the conflict management. Trust building. Trust is something my colleague has told me something, and he asked me to not share with another person. And when we were having a tea, that communication was going really amazing. So I could not resist, and I told, hey, do you know wo aisa bol raha tha, right? And with that, I have broken my trust. Trust is very, very important in your corporate life as well, in your personal life as well. Be a person who can be trusted. People talk about corporate politics, this and that. I have been in the system for more than 5 years, and I know I did not face any politics. Why? Because I don't have that perception, right? I don't crave for anything. I know what I am. You should know what you are. You never need to face politics. If somebody, even if somebody is doing politics, they will be like fine in after some time. Decision making ability, in decision making ability comes the best way. Sometimes we sit in the family, right? And for 1 hour I have opened my Swiggy and मैं सोच रही हूँ मुझे क्या खाना चाहिए. 1 घंटे तक मैं सिर्फ सोच ही रही हूँ, right? You do not need to do that. Decision making can be improved with your personal life. Start taking decisions little fast. Assess the situation, assess the options, and take it fast. Do not waste much time. Can we please move to next slide? Employees, again, that I have told you guys that as an employer, as an HR, I will never ask anybody, or I will not write in my job description that I need people with this particular skill set. Soft skill is just a cry. It's a broad name. Under that, 50 skills which comes up, right? I'm never going to ask that. This is something that makes you apart or different from your different people, right? So work on your soft skills, and there are ample number of soft skills. Gradually down the line we will discuss about that. Can we please move to next slide? How to improve your soft skills, that's the most important thing. I would start with the very basic. Start improving at your family level, at your friend circle, at your class, right? That is the best thing to do it. If you start having a polite conversation, right, that is going to help. In our family, we really underestimate the person who is taking care of home, and this is our moms, right? I believe they are the domestic engineers. They are not housewives or moms. They are domestic engineers, and they do so much for us that we do not take time and say thank you to them, right? Mothers, this is specifically for moms and fathers, right? That you really need to show that gratitude feeling. Really feel it, yeah. Don't fake it. Feel it, right? And that is going to help you. Once you'll start building that polite relation, good terms with your family in terms of communication. ठीक है, मॉम ने कुछ कर दिया, हम ऑटोमेटिकली समझ गए, अरे ठीक है, उनको क्या थैंक यू बोलना. नहीं, you really need to respect your family people, and you really need to express. If you are not going to express, trust me, your manager will never understand your feelings, right? So you should know how to express yourself, and that starts from your family. Apart from that, greet your friends, talk to your friends, listen their problems, try to contribute or add value in your in solving their problems, not in their problems, in solving their problems. That is going to help. That is going to increase your relationship along with other people, leadership, decision making, communication skills. Overall, this will, this will increase overall softer skills. Tone really matters. A lot of people are inherited with, high pitch. You cannot do much for that, but try to communicate, I would not say in a slow voice, but with a soothing tone. Try to do that, right? That is something which is really important. One most important criteria is your body language as well, right? Suppose if I'm scolding anybody, or not scolding, suppose if I'm giving you feedback and I'm saying why you did this, that, right? This is going to show you a sign of disrespectful, which is wrong. I'm just giving you feedback. That should be, this should be very normal. That, hi, I wanted you to do this task, but you're not doing in a right way. So this is how your tone should be. You should not point out somebody. You should always watch your tone. You should always watch your body language as well. Can you please move to next slide? Some important practices. Now we have understood the importance of soft skills. We really need to understand. Can you please go on mute? I will try to wrap up the session as soon as possible. Then we will take the questions. Right. So what are some important practices which can help? Because these are the skills which are very important. Doesn't matter how good or how top performer you are, right? If you're not a show people person, that is going to hamper your professional life and personal life. Make eye contact while talking to anybody. You need to see in other people's eyes. If a group of people, coordinate with everybody, not just with an individual. Very important. Monitor your body language. As I earlier explained, body language is a very important part. You need to understand that. Practice speaking. A lot of people have stage fear. Everybody almost, stage fear is close to death fear, right? People feel that they are dying. The fear of speaking in public speaking and fear of death is almost same. So you can understand it's not about with you. With the rest of 95-99% people are scared of speaking in sessions and all, right? So start practicing. How can you improve it? Talk to your friends, right? Start talking in front of a mirror. This is going to help you. Develop writing skills. Writing, you do not need to become a writer, but when you start writing, your thought process really improves. Here I would like to give one more tip. Please start reading out of your course. Start reading fiction, non-fiction books. That is going to help you to increase your perception. If you're a well-read person, that shows differently, right? So that is going to make your personality really amazing, and a recruiter or any hiring manager will understand. Active listening. Yes, today we all don't have any patience to listen other people. We just want to speak. I'm speaking here because I have been inviting. Otherwise, I would have preferred a double interaction session, right? So that is my job. That's why I'm speaking. But most of the time, one has to listen. If you want to be a really good personality, you really need to learn. Take notes. A really good personality always take down the notes. If someone of you are noting down few tips from it, you are already a step ahead than other people, right? Because doesn't matter how intelligent you are, we have thousands of thoughts in our mind every day, right? I'm not doubting anybody's smartness or intelligence, but we tend to miss important ideas. A lot of extraordinary personalities, they take down the notes because even they forget, right? So don't underestimate taking down the notes. Can we please move to next slide? Okay, Tom, LinkedIn is one of the really finest professional professional. I would recommend everybody to get a profile on LinkedIn just out of this session. That is very important. So LinkedIn has done the search and they have checked like what are the top skills, right? They have come up with like first is like a good communicator, well organized, a team player, always punctual, critical thinker, social. you know uh, uh, we tend to get fire when we meet our friends, when we go out. Nobody likes that. Most of the family, like parents, thinks like we should stick to books, but that can give you a particular knowledge, a specific knowledge. But when you go out with your friends, when you talk in a group circle, that enhance your personality, which is an essential part of your soft skills. Next is creative thinker. Again, creative thinker is vary from person to person. Interpersonal communicator. Yes, that is something when you will start working on these skills, you will come up with a very different personality, which I don't have, which other people will not have. That is gonna be your personality. That is gonna be very different than other. So that comes the interpersonal communicator. Easily adapts. You have to be very flexible. Today times has changed like anything. We all have accepted so many hard truth and reality, right? So be very flexible. There is no point to be stubborn. It's totally useless, does not work, right? You can be stubborn, like I need to study, be stubborn for good things, but you have to be very adaptable and flexible. Friendly personality, again we have discussed about it. Can we please move to next slide? I'm trying to cover each and everything what are important. Okay, takeaways. So we have already discussed soft skills are very essential. Then, of course, it doesn't mean that your non-technical skills are not important. If I have hired a software engineer with Java language, he might be very polite, but if he doesn't know how to write codes in Java, he's useless. So please do not get confused. We have discussed just the weightage of soft skills in your professional life along with your hard skills. Hard skills for percentage may be low, but that is the main reason we hired you. So please work on your hard skills, be it any professional. Again, we have discussed that soft skills are something that you learn from your family, from your school, from your work experience. I think a person should be very open-minded, irrespective of your family status, your location, doesn't matter. Really, your perception is different. You can rise and shine. That's like my personal belief, and that what I have observed. So please do not crib that you don't have English wala atmosphere. I have heard a lot of people say, I cannot speak good English because I don't have good environment. Nobody's going to send you US for 10 years, then come back and hire you. You are here. These are the challenge situations. Get yourself English wala atmosphere. There are ample amounts of videos, web series, radios, newspaper. Start reading and listening. Your English communication skills will increase. What are other ways? Start taking responsibilities, volunteer activities, training jobs. Like this is what I'm doing is not part of my job. I love doing this. That's why I'm here interacting with all of you. Start volunteering for multiple purpose and other things. You guys have time. Everybody have time, to be very honest. Even I have time, right? It's all about excuse when we don't want to do any particular thing. So please start participating in out of things which are not in your college or part of your job. Yes, include soft skills in your resume and cover letter. That is something a separate topic or a discussion. You can just go and take help of Google and search how you should build that in your resume. There are multiple ways of writing that you possess soft skills, or there are multiple indirect ways to highlight that anybody will read and understand that yes, this person has done extraordinary things. Okay, demonstrate your soft skills during interviews. Yes, once you'll start practicing, the moment you will enter in the room, or now it's time for video rounds and all, still, the moment you will have interaction, people will understand with your thought process, with your work, with your contribution, with your perception, with your mindset. A recruiter or hiring manager will guess that where do you stand. Can we please move to next slide? Yes, so that's all from my side. I'm open to take questions. Whatever questions we can take in the given timeline, I would happy to do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Using this valuable information, we are sure to get promoted in our future jobs really fast. And now I like to request Mr. Mohit Bhatnagar sir to unmute himself for interactive session.
Thank you, Varsha and Ananya. And I again welcome Sakshi for the very, very nicely built and created. She covered all the topics, and her spectrum of the topic was absolutely on dot. Thank you very much, and I welcome again. Sakshi, please allow me to be more formal to you. I will be okay if it is okay to you. Okay, and
Yes, please.
certain questions have come, especially two of our student coordinators have asked. So I will take their question first, and then I'll come to the other questions. The first question is for you is, what do you as a HR of Infosys look into a candidate, especially in who is a fresher? This question has been asked by Varsha, who is a student coordinator on the screen as well.
Right. Thank you so much, Varsha, for asking. Thank you so much, so for this whole session. All right. So, as I will answer this in two way. One is Infosys. So, in Infosys freshers, we hire engineers, system engineers. So, there is altogether a separate process. There is an entrance exam that you have to take it, and once you are qualified with that entrance exam, there will be an interview, right? So the process is for fresher is mostly your first level of interaction will be written. So yes, you should be really good with what you're doing. Your basics, your engineering basics should be very, very clear, right? Second point is, like, of course, when you go to the interview, a one-to-one interview, whatever we have discussed, all those points really matters, right? Now that's the one thing in terms of college placement. There are a lot of times we or other companies hire direct freshers where there is no entrance exam. There is always an interview, right? In such cases, you should hold a really good LinkedIn profile. You should have a really good resume. Do not copy paste. We understand the formats where when people copy paste resume, right? Keep it personalized. You have to keep it personalized. Write 2 lines, 3 lines about yourself. Yes, we do read resume, right? We do understand, we do read that. Okay, so these are the some things which really matters. Yes.
Thank you, Sakshi, for this question. Next question is, could you suggest the students the common mistakes which they should not do in the time of interview? This question has been asked by one of the speakers as well. That is Ananya, who is already on the screen.
All right, great. So mistakes, I guess sometimes either people are very underconfident or overconfident. So in both the cases are something that they does not work. If you don't know anything, accept it, because please understand, the people who are sitting that side of table, they know much more than you, right? So that is the one fact which you should understand. If you don't know anything, be very polite and say that I'm not aware with that, but I'm willing to learn, right? You have to be genuine. The key to pass any interview is you have to genuine. That is also a part of soft skill, that you're representing your true image, so the interviewer will gaze on it and understand whether they should hire you or not. But do not try to fake it, right? If you don't know about something, it's okay to politely accept that I'm not sure about it. So yeah, that's the tip from my side.
Okay. Next question is from Nitya. He want to ask, what is the criteria of selection or the rejection of a CV?
Okay, so it varies from skill to skill, and for which skill I'm hiring. Suppose if I'm hiring somebody for HR, and I'm hiring a fresher. I'm giving this example so you guys can relate it, right? So I get 10 CVs of freshers, right? In 10, 5 have done, 6 or 7 have done the same things. They are pass out. They have been doing traditional work, schooling, college. They are good. They are doing each and everything, and they might score 90% marks. Please note my point very carefully. But I have 2 other CVs. They are 70, 75 percentile people with some internship experience, with some other certifications of HRs, right? Nobody has asked them as a fresher for those certifications, but they have done those certification out of the box, right? So I'm going to consider those 70% plus certification candidates, right? So that's the mindset which we have, that what you guys are doing which nobody has asked, your parents have not asked, we have not asked, your faculties have also not asked. So we prefer people out of the box. Yeah.
Okay. One question which has been asked to me very frequently by
Sorry
the
to
students.
interrupt you, sir. We are short with time. It's already 11:50.
I will
So,
take one more question, Ruchika. That's okay. It's okay. I will take it one more question.
thank you very much, Sakshi.
Yeah.
You are
Perfect
so
that way.
nice to us. This one student is Prabhajot Kaur. He is from CSC. She is from CSC. She says that if a student who is not native speaker of English language
Yes. I guess I'm not able to hear you.
Uh, I think some
I'm
issues with the
there.
network.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Okay.
So I believe the question is about English. If
Yeah,
some.
they cannot communicate in English. They can communicate only in Hindi. So, is there any criteria that companies do take that? Okay, they are qualified, they are good in their technicalities, whatever the
Okay.
company needs, but they could not speak in English. So, is there
Okay.
any chance to get in?
Okay, let me answer it in such way. Today is the time of pandemic, right? If somebody just says that, I cannot come in front of like a virtual call, I'm panic of it. Would you please consider me? That's something that English is a necessity. If you talk about the top MNCs, who are our clients are based across the globe, US, different markets, right? Even they are not good with English. As an Indian, we think every rest of the world speaks in English. No, it is not like that, right? There are few primary countries which are native English. Others have their own languages. Even I cannot count how many languages. The problem with us is that we need to understand what is necessary and what is good to have. English is a necessity. If you want to work with Infosys, yes, we can take you, right? But your growth will be limited. For next 10 to 12 years, you will be just a junior developer. Why? Because senior people has to speak to foreign people, right? I'm not asking you to become a extraordinary speaker. No, but you should know how to communicate basic in basic language, right? So that is something which matters a lot. Now, you should not think like whether company should look your technical skill sets and all. You should not try to find companies who are okay you to not speak English. The best approach would be find out the ways to improve your English. Don't need to become a native at all. You should know English in such a way that you can express yourself. That's it. And that could be done. A human brain is like this. Whatever you will listen and read, you will start speaking that. Start reading English. Read 50 books in a year. I mean, any dumb people will also, get start speaking English. Literally,
Yeah.
that's how it works, right? Start listening English. When too much English will be there, you will start speaking in English. So that's the best step.
Okay, Ruchika ma'am, can I ask one more question if you allow me?
Yes, please ask me.
Okay, Sakshi, one question is from Anmol, is a mechanical student. He want to
Yeah,
ask, what are the tips you want to share to become a leader
leader.
in a corporate sector, a,
Okay, to become,
a team
yes,
leader?
team leader, right?
Yeah,
So I guess whatever we have discussed in this session, those are the things. Leadership is quality is very important. Leadership quality means that we all are very selfish, right? But you have to, if you want to be a leader, you have to give your benefit to other people as well. You have to think about your team as well. So those quality has to come up from the very early stage, that we understand whether other person is a people person or not. A manager or leader has to think about their team before them, right? Suppose you have got an opportunity to travel, you have got the 5 tickets, right? Now you can travel you along with your family, or you will distribute those 5 tickets to your team. That's a biggest sign of team leader. So team leading means, a good leadership means sacrifice. Of course, in the later stage, a lot of benefits will be there. But down the line, yes, you have to be non-judgmental. You have to understand other people. You have to respect other people. And of course, you have to sacrifice as well. Right.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate the way you have concluded all the questions. You have taken all the questions, and I hope that the students, those who listen carefully, of course, they might have cleared all the doubts, whatever they have. And your presentation was absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And I personally have got a lot of ideas from you. Thank you very much, Sakshi. And we are looking forward that you will grace your presence with the I am again whenever we are.
Love to do that. I would love to do that. Thank you so much for having me here. Actually, I'm running out of time. I have another meeting in after 2 minutes, so that's how I have to quit. Otherwise, I could have taken more questions.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
so
We,
much
we
for
understand
having me.
that. Thank you very
Thank you,
much. We
Sakshi ma'am.
understand that. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you, Sakshi ma'am.
Have a
Thank
nice
you,
day.
Ruchika. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All the best.
Bye.